Hello, welcome again to Kuya Wing, Puwera Usog. Okay guys, so eto na naman tayo sa isang kabaliwan, kaibagaan, pero interesting na topic. This is about aliens. Sabi ko nga sa inyo, naniniwala ako sa aliens. Lately, sobrang daming lumalabas na videos about UFO sightings at di lang mga ordinaryong tao ang nagsasalita ngayon. May mga pilots, scientists, at pati government officials na nagsasabing totoo nga daw. Kaya sa video na 'to samahan niyo ako habang nireacta natin ng ilang viral clips at mga testimonya ng mga respetadong tao tungkol sa pagkakita nila sa mga di maipaliwanag sa langit. Yung iba nakikipag-interact daw, di umano. Nakipag-interact daw, di umano sa aliens mismo, face to face. So, legit ba to? Pa-viral lang o conspiracy theory? Let's find out together and syempre, comment din kayo kung anong take nyo dito, okay? Ready ka na? Let's go! Kuya Wing. Giant UFO caught on camera by International Space Station as Hurricane Beryl makes landfall in the state of Texas. Hold on. Pause muna natin. By the way, yung International Space Station, based on my research, ay isa large spacecraft sa ating kalawakan na umiikot na isang nagiging tirahan ng mga astronauts, different astronauts from different countries. Umiikot siya sa mundo, I think 16 times a day sa bilis na 28,000 kilometers per hour. Nilunsad siya last 1998. Galing ko mag-research, no? Yeah, ang ginagawa ng mga astronauts doon ay siyempre science experiment sa physics, biology, mga materials sa material science, science materials, sa chemistry. Yan, yung mga subjects natin last nung high schools. Yung tatlong yan, nung high school. At siyempre, naroon na rin lang sila sa labas ng ating mundo. Kasama na yung Earth observation, katulad yung mga bagyo, mga climate. Inoobserbahan nilang yan. Pati yung mga microgravity, I think. Tsaka yung mga new technology testing, doon nila ginagawa. So, basically, collaboration siya kaya siya international space station. Kaya siya international kasi collaboration nga siya ng iba't ibang bansa na may iba't ibang uh, astronauts per bansa. I think kasama dyan NASA, syempre hindi nawawala NASA. Yung from United States and Cosmos from Russia. Ano pa ba? ESA from Europe. And JAXA from Japan. Syempre, meron din ng CSA from Canada. And I think bawat isang bansa may representative na astronauts. More or less 7. Yeah. So, tuloy na natin to. So, dahil nga sa isa sa trabaho nila, ang ginagawa nila ay obserbahan ng mga bagyo sa labas ng mundo. Ito ang nakita nilang proof. Isang malaking UFO sa mata ng bagyo. Okay. Tuloy natin. Medyo malayo. Siyempre, may zoom. The International Space Station caught on this live camera this huge UFO. Grabe yung bagyo. Ayun. Yun siya. So the diameter of the eye of the developing hurricane developing pa lang yun, yung lagay na yun. Napakalaki na ng sako pa. 15 is 12 miles. Hindi pa siya nade-develop. 12 miles na ang radius, ang diameter. So 6 miles yung radius. So the size of the giant UFO na napansin nila is 1.5 miles by comparative calculation. Masyado malaki. Hindi siya ang usual nakikita sa napapanood natin sa mga UFO sightings na hindi ganun kalalaki, di ba? So, that's siguro kaya doon pumesto siya sa sinabing na developing hurricane nasa kasi para hindi siya masyado mapapansin sa sobrang laki niya. Tuloy natin. So, ano na nga, kung di umano 12 miles yung diameter ng bagyo, ay wala akong ibang may isip na ibang bagay na magiging ganong kalaki para maging visible sa telescope ng mga astronauts, di ba? So, tangan nga lamang at medyo malabo pero wala kahit ibon or hindi mo masasabing may langaw doon sa telescope nila para kumapag na at makikita mo naman natatabingan siya ng mga namumuong ulap ng kaulapan ng hurricane. So may posibilidad, malaking posibilidad na isa siyang spacecraft ng UFO. Hindi nga lang masyado ma-identify flying object pa. So wala pa masyado nagsasalita tungkol dyan eh. So siguro meron ako napanood na video na this 2025 daw the existence of alien will be revealed. Abangan natin, excited ako dyan. So let's next clip tayo. Tara. The man who talked with a 622 years old oh. Yan, in slow motion, malabo pa rin siya. Oh. Mukhang hindi nga siya happy being captive. Pause muna natin. Si Dan Burish, isang government cover-up. Siya hindi umano ay siya ang nakapag-usap sa isang 622-year-old alien na di umano ay unhappy of being captive. Yeah. Yung credibility ni Dan Burish ay hindi ko pa masyadong na-search. Mag-search pa ako about that and the next reaction natin. Pag-usapan natin. Pero para sa akin, swerte pa rin niya, di ba? If ever na nakipag-communicate siya, nakipag-interact siya sa isang alien, swerte kasi sa isang taon tulad ko na naniniwala sa alien, positively, hindi ako naniniwala medyo masama ang alien. Mamaya papaliwanag ko kung bakit. Swerte niya. Kasi this phenomenon, this issue ay matagal na pinag-uusapan at tila hindi pa nabibigyan ng discussion, ng magandang discussion if ap- sasabing totoo nga o hindi, lalo na't ang government mismo ang nag nag ah, sinasabi nilang nagsisikreto tungkol sa mga aliens. So, tuloy natin to. Hold on.
The gentleman with which I was associated was approximately 3.5 feet tall. He had a dark brown appearance, very ruddy appearance to his skin. He was in a highly pressurized clean sphere. 3.5 feet, large head in comparison to torso, large bulbous black eyes. The whites of the eyes had been selected out, so it looked like a large pupil, basically. When you look into his eyes, you feel like you're going to fall into his eyes forever. And I think that probably had something to do with the telepathic nature of his mental structure. He was hunched over most of the time, could not support himself fully, given muscular atrophy, and that had to do with the peripheral neuropathy under which he was suffering. He was unclothed, which bothered him. He wanted to wear clothing and was refused in every turn. Called himself captive, and justifiably so. His facial features were grotesque in comparison to what he showed me what normal would be. Nose was recessed, an extremely small mouth, a hard palate, no teeth.
Do you have any idea what his chronological age was?
622. They excrete in a manner that we would excrete. Their external genitalia are different than ours. The females have somewhat like vulva, but they have a clasper situation. The male has a male clasper, the female claspers. And if it looks like a disc.
Wait, may binabanggit siyang female and male genitalia. Dalawa? Hindi lang isang alien na kausap niya? Na-describe niya rin yung genitalia ng isang female? Teka natin.
Captive and justifiably so. His facial features were grotesque in comparison to what he showed me what normal would be. Nose was recessed, an extremely small mouth, a hard palate, no teeth.
Do you have any idea what his chronological age was?
622. They excrete in a manner that we would excrete. Their external genitalia are different than ours. The females have somewhat like vulva, but they have a clasper situation. The male has a male clasper, the female claspers. And if it looks like a disc with rectangular solids that are rotated into position for clasping at the inguinal region. They do have internal fertilization.
Now, this was something you read because you didn't see a female, did you?
No, this is something he showed me of his wife. Everything that he...
So, ganun pala nangyari. Akala ko pati yung female alien kausap niya. So, pinakita lang yung male alien. O dinescribe. Siguro naman dinescribe lang ng male alien. Sa pagkakasabi ni Dan ay wife ng alien, dinescribe yung female genitalia. Akala ko dalawa silang aliens na nakausap ni Dan. So kailangan kong i-post at kasi para i-shift sa headset to speaker para marinig yung video.
This was the incident. When he projected it into me, it felt like I was there. I was extremely depressed. If we were to term him human, I would I'm not a psychologist, but I think he would be termed as clinically depressed. He wept, but he didn't weep
Rewind nga lang natin.
outside. He wept when he was with me. With rectangular solids that are rotated into position for clasping at the inguinal region. They do have internal fertilization.
Now, this was something you read because you didn't see a female, did you?
No, this is something he showed me of his wife. Everything that he showed me when this was the incident. When he projected it into me, it felt like I was there. He was extremely depressed. If we were to term him human, I'm not a psychologist, but I think he would be termed as clinically depressed. He wept, but he didn't weep outside. He wept when he was with me.
Well, could you estimate what his level of intellect was?
He's smarter than me. He was smarter than me by a long range.
Did he have a wide range of knowledge?
The mathematics.
So, gano'n na nga. O, lahat daw na pinakita nung alien sa kanya at the way kung paano niya ito ay paramdam kay Dan, ay pakiramdam ni Dan andun talaga siya. Paras din naman sa tao, di ba? Kapag sobrang depressed ng tao, yung mga kwento niya talagang may diin. Yung pagka pinakinggan mo mabuti, talagang if nakakalungkot siya, talagang may iyak ka. Parang naroon ka na rin sa eksena kapag nagkwento ang isang depressed na tao. So, gano'n ang paraan ng pagkakwento. Na-confuse ako masyado dun. Gumamit ng projector ng alien because pati yung information about sa wife na niya, to the fact na pati yung mga female genitalia, pati yun na project, ikwento. Na-confuse ako if gumamit ng projector or the way lang ng pagkukwento as a depressed alien being hindi nyo gustong pagkakahuli sa kanya. Kung sinabi niya na mas smarter sa kanya yung alien, mas malaki ang agwat ng pagiging smart nila. Smarter nga lang yung alien. I don't know kung bakit niya nasabi. Medyo naputol na yung video at mag-research din ako about that. Sinabi niya about math. Marami namang mga taong if math ang pag-uusapan, talagang mabusisi yan eh. So if hindi mo pa nabubusisi ang isang bagay, isang aspeto ng isang mathematics, masasabi mo talagang hindi mo alam na mas magaling sa yung isa. Pero hindi mo alam, baka yung alam mo tungkol sa math, hindi rin namang alam nung isang kausap mo. So ganun kalawak din ng mathematics. Baka may iba pang aspeto ba kaya niya nasabing mas smarter sa kanya yung aliens. Although naniniwala ako doon. Mga smart talaga yung mga matatalino. Kaya nga medyo advanced technology sila. Kilala natin sila sa pagkakaroon ng advanced technology. Mapapatunayan naman natin sa mga sightings about the UFO sa takbo pa lang ng mga spaceship nila, di ba? Swabe. Grabe. Next clip tayo.
On June 21st, Reddit user Thelasthemurai69 posted a video of an experience they had around midnight in the city of London. As the bright orange moon crested over the city skyline, something unexpected made itself noticeable.
What is that? Okay, that's weird. Can you film it too?
I can't, it doesn't get any detail.
That's weird.
It's moving though.
It is, it's going from left to right.
Like,
Yeah, but to be that long, that's not,
Ito yung tukoy nila.
that's exceptionally weird. Someone must,
Tunggoy na to. Unti-unti. Oh,
there's got to be some balloons.
yeah, but it's like so specifically hot.
Ang likod kasi ng camera.
This sleek snake-shaped object became visible thanks to the large moon that night, which illuminated an otherwise invisible night sky. The object itself appears stationary, with the moon creating an optical illusion of movement, or perhaps the object is moving incredibly slowly. What is even more peculiar is that this object was sighted not just in the UK, but also in Malaysia and possibly Poland. Next is a sighting spotted in the capital city Curitiba of southern Brazil, earlier in July of 2024. A sighting that could possibly be one of the greatest captures of a UFO to date. Let's have a look.
This one is July 7, 2024 then.
In possibly some part of Eastern Europe, a congested city roadway sits at a standstill, as storm clouds can be seen hovering in the horizon. When a sudden flash of lightning is witnessed, and two white orbs jet out from behind the apartment buildings to the left. Both objects move erratically for a moment, before zooming off in opposite directions of one another. In Volcan Villarrica, Chile, cameras were rolling as smoke gently billowed from the distant volcano, a sight locals are used to. But this time, something unusual was caught on tape. A nearly invisible white orb suddenly darts down from the top of the screen, so fast it's easy to miss. The mysterious object has sparked curiosity and speculation online, with many wondering, was it just an optical illusion, or something far more intriguing?
So yun na nga, pakita tayo ng mga different sightings sa different countries na ngayon ko lang nakita yun. Madalas akong nanonood ng mga UFO sightings pero ngayon ko lang sila nakita since 2024 pa sila. Last 2024 medyo yan din ang pinagkakabalaan ko panoorin sa YouTube about aliens. Kundi horror aliens, kundi Chinese movies. Nabanggit ko Chinese movies, yes. I am a fan of Chinese movies like tulad ni Sun Wukong, The Monkey King. Medyo nakakatulong sa akin yun sa development ng English pag-aaral ko nung nag-influence sa English kasi Chinese movies always have subtitles. I really love nakakasa yung pagbabasa ko ng English languages dahil sa bukod doon maganda talaga yun. Isa madalas pa ako naiyak dyan. Okay, punta naman tayo after nitong mga UFO sightings sa different countries. Punta naman tayo sa interviews with some of prestigious people. For example, from Area 51 workers. Okay? Hold on. Oh. Wow. This interview is from 1999 and then 2025 daw that we will find out aliens exist. And this year is 2025. So let's wait na lang. Yeah, marami kasi hindi mga bagay na hindi naman natutuloy nung matagal ng hinulaan, matagal ng sinabi. Katulad ng ah, July 5 mega quake na dapat na mangyayari daw sa Japan. Hindi natuloy. Pero naisip ko rin, may mga hula naman yung writer ng book na hindi exactly date na yun nangyari. So, may posibilidad pa na baka maganap pero wag naman sana, di ba? Kasi, ayun, maraming tao mapapahamak dahil sa mega quake na yan. At huli, hindi na matuloy. Eh, turing na natin mag-fail yung hula ng book writer. Mag-fail na lang siya kaysa matuloy yung hula niya, di ba? Okay, let's tuloy na natin to.
So the first question is, why are the aliens here? But even the question before that, are there really aliens?
Right.
The answer is yes. The aliens have always been here. They're not just here now, they've always been here. Why is that? Because the Earth is a rare jewel in the galaxy, a rare jewel of life. It is rare in an otherwise empty universe to have such a beautiful source of life, self-sustaining life. That's Earth. That's our planet. We are part of that beauty. We are part of the species. We're beautiful people. We're on a beautiful planet. And this planet has attracted attention because of its beauty, because of its life, because of its resources. This planet has attracted attention, certainly for millions of years, possibly tens of millions of years. The aliens
Wait, pause muna natin. Medyo confused ako sa kanya kung paano niya nalaman na ganun ka-attractive yung ating planeta na Earth because of the beauty, because narito tayo at saka yung mga resources kaya na-attract yung mga aliens sa atin. So, tulad na sinabi ko, billions of stars na billions din sa mga di natin alam mga planeta nakapalibot sa billions of stars na yun. Hindi natin alam kung tayo nga ba ay so ganun ka-attractive para ma-attract yung ang alien sa atin. Pero dun sa about resources, at least kahit pa nagko-connect sa Anunnaki theories, which is nung napanood ko yung videos about that, talagang ang pakay ng Anunnaki sa Earth ay mag-mine ng gold or silver. And that's for another reaction video that we'll be doing in the future. Dito muna tayo. Tuloy natin ito.
have always been here. So yes, they're here now, and we're about to embark on the first stages of an ascension, what I believe is to a fifth dimension. And I want to share with you how that's actually going to play.
At isa pa ang comment ko, may mga titles sila nilalagay, the visitor sa mga aliens. So, if about million years na narito na mga aliens, tayo wala pa, I think hindi sila bisita dito, diba? May malaki pa nga posibilidad na sila pa yung narito, una nakatira. Nagkataon lang na iba yung dimension na sa iba sila nakatira, na parang kaya neighbor natin sila. At kung totoo man na sila ang lumikha sa atin, maraming sasagasaang nakagis na natin yung ganong kung nangyari nga ganon na silang nag-create sa atin, like sa Anunnaki theory, talagang religiously masasagasaan yung paniniwala natin sa religion, sa Christianity. Maglalabas yung lahat ng mga Biblia or lahat ng mga taon sa Biblia ay gawa-gawa lang, which is they are representing aliens, yung mga taon sa Biblia, lalo na si God, di ba? Okay, ito, next video.
Why don't the aliens just come down and just tell us what to do? There's three reasons. The first reason, and the most important one, is a language barrier. We speak English. They don't speak English. They're fifth dimensional beings. They don't speak three-dimensional languages. Through channelers, they're able to convert their fifth dimensional ideas into sequential English sentences through these channelers. So they can't just come down and, get in front of a blackboard and teach us how to raise our dimension to fifth dimension, because they don't speak linearly the way we speak. So there's a language barrier. The second barrier is a time barrier. When they transmit information to us, they transmit the whole information. They don't say, well, first I'm going to tell you this, then come back tomorrow, I'm going to tell you that, then this, then that, then a few years later you'll be ready and I'll explain this to you. They don't do it like that. They transmit information or download information to us, the whole thing. And then we, who have to do things sequentially in three dimensions, we're left to sort this message out over the next days, weeks, months, and years. So we have a time dimension problem. And then finally, the third gap between us and the aliens is an entire dimensional gap. We think in three dimensions. So we're limited not only to sequential time, but to only the things that we can see and experience with our five senses, with our lowest senses. When they look down, and you can actually, for a second, imagine yourself as a fifth dimensional being looking down on Earth, and what you would see is just millions and 8 billion balls of light. We are light to them. We are light to the aliens. And so what's happening in our world underneath that in three dimensions isn't real. It's a projection of our consciousness. And they don't share that reality. So we live in our reality that is different than what they see. So for example, I told you there's going to be a lot of disruption. Let's say 3 million people die. Well, to us, that's tragic and it affects us. And now I am affected. I have a cousin or whatever. We're all interconnected. So we all experience this tragedy, say, when 3 million people die. It's a terrible tragedy. To the aliens, we're still light. We're just, those 3 million people now can serve the collective or, go on their journey and be part of the universal light. So to them, it's not like we're dying. It's not like we're suffering or struggling. It's all imaginary. It's all in our consciousness. So there's a dimensional gap, which is why they can't just come in, stand in front of a whiteboard and explain to us how to go to fifth dimension.
Okay. About this, parang hindi ako masyadong sang-ayon. Ito, sinasabi niya may language barrier. Unang-una, it will conflict at the statement of Dan Burish, di ba? Actually, pati yung edad, nalaman niya 622 years old. And lahat ng detalye about actually pati yung sa wife nung alien alam ni Dan Burish. So magkakaroon sila ng komplikasyon pag sinabi ni si Mr. Alan Gordon na merong language barrier, lalo na magiging komplikado if ay papasok pa yung Anunnaki theory na yung Anunnaki ang nag-create sa tao. So, ba't ka naman mag-create ng human being na magkakaroon kayo ng problema sa language? Parang gano'n, di ba? At tungkol naman sa time, dimensional, may sinasabi siyang buong information, lahat yun, sabay-sabay, i-upload sa atin, pagpalagay, i-upload sa atin, or i-upload sa atin sabay-sabay. Paano kung hindi yun ang plano ng aliens? Paano kung unti-unti lang, kaya nga millions of years narito na sila? So unti-unti yung information na yun, parang ganito, may information tungkol may information na nanggagaling sa iyo, may information na nanggagaling kay Mr. Dan Burish, may information na nanggagaling sa mga pilots, may information na nanggagaling sa mga tao nung araw. So hindi ibig parang hindi ko mag-gets yung sinasabing full information, yung bultuan lahat. lahat na lang information sabay-sabay. Kung yun ang ibig niya sabihin, kung kakamali ako, paki-correct na lang ako. Tuloy natin.
Someone that you thought was a hybrid?
Yes, there are people I've met that to me felt like they're not 100% human. And some I've met at CIA, some I've met just in ordinary everyday life. You just get this feeling that you come in contact with them and you know that they're special. Especially
Pause muna natin. So, eto pang isa. If this is totoo or nangyayari nga ito, ito nga siguro sabi nila, itong dahilan kung bakit nag-abduct ang alien ng human para for the hybrid. Mahaluan ng alien DNA ang human DNA. So, kung totoong this man ay nakakasalamuhan ng hybrid, paano pa kami magkakaroon ng language barrier kung kaya pala ng alien yung ganun, diba? Kung kaya niya makabuo ng hybrid human, and then kaya niya maintindihan ang tao kung language lang yung pag-uusapan, diba? Kung yun kalahat yung hybrid na nabuo nila marunong mag-English, so naroon din naman ang DNA, alien DNA nila na magpapaliwanag sa kanila kung ano sinabi ng human DNA sa pagkatao ng isang alien hybrid. So parang nagugulan ako doon sa nako-confuse ako sa language barrier na sinasabi ni Mr. Alan Gordon. Tuloy natin.
with me personally, if I walk into a room, I can tell who the light workers are because I can feel the energy radiating from them, and I react with that energy. And I really like that feeling of that energy that they emanate. It's a good, friendly, very strong, very vibrant, positive energy. Likewise, you go into a room and all of a sudden you just feel like that person is someone you don't want to be with. They're just resonating differently. And it's more like resonance, like we need to find our natural resonance. And you could do that through meditation, but once you find your natural resonance, it's like tuning in a radio. Because right now, there are all kinds of broadcast frequencies,
Right.
but you can only listen to one at a time.
How did your hybridization come about? Is that one of the ways that you found out? Through the frequencies?
Through mine,
Yes.
my personal hybridization is mostly my interpretation of the experiences that I had of being taken aboard the craft,
What?
and having light workers tell me that you're a hybrid, you have an implant.
So, yun na nga. Pause muna natin. So, yun muna yung ating last video about the testimonials at UFO sightings. Pero para sa akin po, sa lahat ng mga napanood natin mga testimonials at sightings, yung bawat sinasabi ng mga nakasalamuha di umano ng aliens at may mga theories about sa alien civilization, kung ano mga theories na yun, parang yung iba nagkakaroon ng pagkakasalungat, di ba? So, di ko alam kung ang pinag-uusapan natin dito ay isang uri ng aliens lang o iba't ibang uri ng aliens, or di ko alam kung ang mga dinidescribe nilang aliens ay para lang sa isang species na aliens or iba, ganon. Na hindi malabong mangyari kung totoo man may aliens, at naniniwala pa rin totoo ang aliens, naniniwala pa rin ako dun. Di pa rin malabo mangyari na iba-iba naman sila, di ba? Iba-iba sila ng planetang pinanggalingan, at siguro maniniwala ako talaga maganda ang planeta natin para dayuhin ng iba't ibang klaseng aliens. And then mangyari man, totoo man o hindi, talaga umasa na lang tayo na walang masamang intention sila para dito sa atin, di ba? Para kung ano man ang gawin sa atin. Pero sa part ko, medyo ako isang taong laging excited sa mga new things, new adventures, new sa lahat ng pangyayari, masama man o hindi, parang lagi akong curious. basta bago sa akin. Basta naniniwala ako sa aliens, hindi pa masyado sa ghost, sa multo. Hindi pa ako naniniwala sa multo. Sabi ko nga parang siguro pinapakitaan ako. Mag-isa pa naman ako lagi dito at lagi madilim ilaw. Siguro pinapakitaan ako pero hindi ko pinapansin. Hindi ko na kasi may mga daga rin dito, kaluskos ng kaluskos. Malay ko ba kung ghost yun. So sa mga susunod nating mga pagkikita ulit, mga kapwera usog, another reaction video. Asahan nyo. Thank you for watching my video. Bye for now. Peace.